Hey guys, Nick here from Nick's Taxes. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about ways that you can improve your credit score. Now, last week I started a new series on personal finance with our 4 steps to building wealth. And today I'm going to build on that by talking about ways to improve our credit score. So first of all, what is a credit score? It is a number that ranges from 300 to 900 points, with 900 being the best. And according to TransUnion, 650 is that magic middle number. A score above 650 will likely qualify you for a standard loan, while a score under 650 will likely bring difficulty in receiving new credit. Now, how can credit affect your life? There are a few ways that credit will affect your life, and the main ones are the following: applying for a loan, looking at renting a new building or vehicle. Likely, if you're looking at renting out a new property, the landlord will assess you by checking your credit score. They want to see if you're worthy and reliable on paying back your loans and on paying your outstanding dues on time. So if you're looking at someone with a good credit score and someone with a bad credit score as a potential tenant, it is likely they will choose the one who has the better credit score rating as the tenant, because they're going to be more reliable in paying things back. Having a higher credit score, you are considered less of a credit risk, and therefore you will be likely to get better access to loans and better rates. So with that being said, you are able to check your credit score online with a couple different online resources, and I'm not going to mention any of them in today's video, but a quick search online and you'll be able to find these. These are often free and will give you a good idea of what your credit score currently is. In today's video, we are now going to focus on ways that we can improve our credit score, or if your credit score is already good, how we can maintain a good credit score. So the first thing we can do is to monitor our payment history. To improve your payment history, always make your payments on time. Make at least the minimum payment if you can't pay the full amount. And if you are having trouble paying a bill, always contact the lender right away. And lastly, don't skip a payment even if the bill is in dispute. Pay it off and then work out that dispute and potentially get that money back later. Second way to improve our credit score is to use our credit wisely. So it's obvious, don't go over your credit limit, and use only a percentage of your available credit. Some of you might know, but the most ideal, according to the Canada Revenue Agency, is to try to use less than 35% of your available credit. If you do use a lot of your credit, lenders see you as a greater risk. This is the case even if you pay your balance in full by the due date. So to figure out the best way to use your credit, add up the credit limits for your available credit products. So look at your credit cards, your lines of credit, and your loans. So let's say, for example, if you have a credit card with a limit of $5,000 and a line of credit with a limit of $10,000, your available credit would be $15,000. So with that being said, try not to borrow more than $5,250 at a time, because that's 35% of $15,000. If you think you need more credit, I would look at applying for another credit card or another line of credit to increase the amount of credit you have, to increase the amount of credit that you can use to keep your utilization down. Next thing we can do comes with time, and that's to increase the length of credit history. So the longer you have a credit account open and in use, the better it is for your credit score. Your credit score may be lower if you have credit cards that are relatively new. Even if you transfer an older account to a new account, the new account will still be considered new credit. So for example, some credit cards offer you a low introductory interest rate on your current balance if you transfer it to a new product. However, that new product you transfer to, the balance will be considered new credit. So please consider keeping an older account open even if you don't need it. Use it from time to time and keep it active. Obviously, make sure there is no fee attached to the account if you keep it open, and you can do so by checking the credit agreement to find out if there is a fee. The next way is to limit the number of credit applications and credit checks. So it's normal and expected to seek credit every so often. With new expenses coming and going, it's clear that we're going to be checking for credit. But when lenders and other people ask a credit bureau for your credit report, this is considered an inquiry. So if there are too many credit checks on your report, lenders may think you're either urgently trying to get credit or trying to live beyond your means. And those are two things you do not want your lender to think about you when you're applying for new credit. Now, there are two different ways to check for your credit score. There's a hard hit and there's a soft hit. Now, a hard hit is a credit check that appears on your credit report and counts towards your credit score, even if it's just a little bit. Anyone who views your credit report will also see these inquiries. An example of a hard hit includes an application for a credit card. Now, soft hits, these are credit checks that appear on your credit report, but only you can see them. These credit checks do not affect your credit score in any way. And an example of a soft hit is requesting your own credit report, like I mentioned earlier in this video, by doing so free online. So you can control the number of credit checks that you get by limiting the number of times you apply for credit. Or if you are looking at making a big expense, maybe buying a new car or getting a mortgage, try to get your quotes from different lenders within a 2-week period when shopping around. When you do so, all of the credit checks you get within this 2-week period will be combined and treated as one single inquiry for your credit score. Now, the last and final tip I have for improving your own credit score is to use different types of credit. So your score may be lower if you only have one type of credit product, such as a credit card. It's better to mix in different types of credit, such as your credit card, a car loan, and a line of credit. A mix of credit products could improve your credit score, but obviously make sure you can pay back the money that you're borrowing. Otherwise, you're going to end up hurting your score by taking on too much debt rather than improving your score. Please make sure you're only borrowing an amount that you can afford and make the payments on time. Do not forget to make your payments. Well, I hope you got value out of this video. If you did, please let me know in the comments below, and please consider subscribing. It will help my channel out a lot. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button, and until next time, happy taxing.